My name is Jenna Corelli. I am an Active Campaign certified consultant. What does that mean? That just simply means that I am certified through the email marketing platform called Active Campaign to use that platform, strategize with my clients on their email marketing strategy. We can migrate from one email marketing platform into Active Campaign. We do data and metric analysis and collection for our clients. And we became certified about 1.5 years ago after utilizing the platform with our clients for about 6 years. So the value that I want to bring to you today is based on email marketing and what types of emails you should be implementing right now for better sales conversions in 2022. Hopefully, we are all positioning our business for success in 2022. We're all reflecting on what worked, what didn't work. Hopefully, we're reflecting more on what did work in 2021 so that we can focus more heavily on those areas in 2022. And email marketing is something that we should be considering. Considering optimizing. We should be considering understanding the functionality of our current email marketing strategy and system and the features that are available to us. Many times I come across and I have conversations with people who are using an email marketing platform. It doesn't need to be Active Campaign. It can be MailChimp. It can be MailerLite. It can be HubSpot or Keep, Active Campaign. These are all popular. Kajabi is another popular system. In fact, if you're listening to this message, post in the comments below what email marketing platform you utilize. I would love to know. And I do have conversations with people that don't use Active Campaign. We have our reasons for why we recommend and why we niched down to Active Campaign specifically. But long story short, what we want to do is understand the features that are currently available to us through the platform that we're currently using, and then better utilize them, optimize those features. So one way to do this would be just to Googling your email marketing platform, going to their main website and finding the features tab. Usually every single website has features listed. They might even compare their features with another software's features and go through the list of them and just get a general understanding of what each feature that's already available to you, what it consists of, what it means for you, what you might be able to do to better utilize that feature. You can always reach out to me if you have any questions. I can help you with descriptions of what they mean, and per industry, we work across the board in different industries. Per industry, I can help you identify ways that you can strategize around your platform. So today, I just want to briefly cover 5 types of emails that you need to implement right now for better sales conversions in 2022. The 5 email types are going to be, and you can write this down, or if you're watching this video, just put them in the comments too so that other people can see the notes that you're taking. 1 will be engagement or re-engagement. Number 2, nurture. Number 3, sales. Number 4, onboarding. And number 5, downsell. You may have one of these 5 or 2 or a couple of the 5 already implemented. You may have all 5 of these types of emails already implemented. And if that's the case, then I want you to revisit all 5 of those email types and ask yourself, how can I optimize my strategy? How can I increase conversions? How can I make this system or this strategy work better for me in 2022? So engagement and re-engagement, let's talk about those 2 terms. This is number 1 first. If we are emailing consistently to our list of subscribers, then we might not need to re-engage. But if we are not consistently emailing our current list of subscribers, we might be asking ourselves, well, they've been hearing crickets from me. They haven't even been given the opportunity to engage, right? So if you have engagement automations or tagging structure set up in your system, and you have all the people in your system who are tagged with disengaged because they haven't opened an email from you, but you also haven't sent any emails, you haven't given them the opportunity to engage with you. So the first thing that we need to be aware of, aware is the term I'm getting at, in the customer journey is awareness. Your customers, your current subscribers on your email list, they need to know that you exist. They need to know that you're still there. They need to be aware that you are providing value to them. So the engagement or the re-engagement type of email allows this to happen. It says, hey, I'm here and I'm still somebody who wants to provide value. I'm still somebody who wants to have conversations with you. You can still email me and we can converse back and forth to build a relationship, right? This is the first part of the customer journey. It's awareness. So the first type of email I would like you to consider is an engagement or re-engagement email. Now, whether it's engagement or re-engagement for you, a really great email to send is my checking in email. It is super simple. You could write it right now while you're watching this video and then send it later tonight or schedule it to send or even send it right away. The subject line is checking in. Okay. Now just remember, the basic structure of an email has a subject line and then also a pre-header. So we want to utilize the subject line, but we also want to use the pre-header. So maybe in the pre-header, you just put an emoji or like a thumbs up. Usually I like to use emojis in the pre-header just to elicit that somebody gets attracted to opening the email. But the subject line is simply checking in. And then the body of the email is 1 to 2 lines. It just says, hey, you were on my mind. I'm just checking in. How are things going with business? Feel free to reply and let me know how I can help, right? That's it. And that simple checking in email is an open-ended question for your audience who may be disengaged. It's a simple open-ended question for them to hit reply and literally tell you anything that's on their mind. What that does for your email marketing system is you get a lot of open rates and you also get a lot of engagement in terms of replies. So it tells the system, hey, these email subscribers want to hear more about what this platform user is saying and doing and putting out into the world. So your email marketing provider will increase your deliverability if your engagement goes up. So we definitely want to focus on engagement and re-engagement. That was email type number 1. Email type number 2 is nurture. We want to, after bringing awareness to our audience, we want to nurture our subscribers. We want to nurture the people who we just engaged or re-engaged. And typically this is a consistent schedule of campaigns that we send out. And this is a whole strategy that you can come up with based on what's realistic to you and your business and your timeline and time management and boundaries, because that all plays a role. But nurture emails are simple in that we can simply ask our audience, what is your goal? It's the beginning of the month. What's your goal for this month? And we can do that in a form. We can use a Google form, we can use a type form, or we can use a form through our email marketing provider that simply asks them to fill out their form. And then at the end of the month, we can pull in their form response. And this can be an automated scheduled email. And at the end of the month, it sends them another email. And that email says, hey, at the beginning of the month, you said your goal was, and then you pull in their form response. Have you been able to accomplish this goal? What challenges came up? You know, how can I assist in helping you accomplish that same goal now in the next month? So simple, very easy nurture automation that you can set up that will on an ongoing basis, it will nurture the people on your list and you don't have to do anything after you write the first 2 emails, the one in the beginning of the month, the one at the end of the month. Very, very, very helpful. And a nurture type of email is something that you should heavily focus on in 2022. Let's talk about the third type out of the 5 I'm going to cover today, and that is sales. So after we engage or re-engage our audience, we bring awareness. We're back. Hey, I'm back. I plan on showing up here a little bit more. And then we start nurturing them. That was number 2. Now they might be primed for a good sales sequence or for a good pitch of some sort. Remember, a sales sequence doesn't need to be a monetary exchange. Your call to action could be join my Facebook group at this point. Now they know you a little bit, they like you a little bit, and they may trust you a little bit after you've engaged them, re-engage them, and nurture them. So you might want to now convert them into a smaller community that you have on Facebook. That could be your sales sequence. It doesn't need to be a monetary exchange, but you do the strategy and analysis to see if your subscribers are now at a point where they are ready to be converted somehow. A really great sales sequence example that I can give you in hindsight, it's called my 3-day payday sales sequence. So we have templates. I'm hosting a workshop I'll talk about at the end. We have templates that you can actually use swipe copy. It's like Mad Lib style where you can implement these. We see these templates implemented a lot right now during the holidays, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, anything end of year leading into the new year. But essentially the gist of the strategy is it's a 3-part email series. Email 1 goes out on Thursday, email 2 goes out on Friday, email 3 goes out on Saturday. It's called my 3-day payday. So in 3 days, you can get a high amount of conversions in terms of sales as long as you've primed your audience for that 3-day payday. So you've engaged them, you've nurtured them, and now you're ready to sell to them. So think about that in your business. What can I talk about and what 3 emails can I write to convert people into a sale over the course of 3 days? We really like doing Thursday, Friday, Saturday because we have found that those 3 days have been the highest converting with our clients when we implement the 3-day payday strategy. So we've talked about now engagement or re-engagement emails. We've talked about nurture emails. We've talked about sales emails. Now I want to touch on onboarding emails. So once we sell to somebody and they make a purchase, this is often overlooked. But it's something that's very important because as soon as we hand over our money, even if it's a physical transaction in the grocery store, right? We're paying somebody, we're swiping our credit card, or we're paying somebody with money, and they are handing those groceries over to us. Imagine if you swiped your credit card, handed the attendant at the grocery store your money, and they didn't give you the groceries. They were like, oh, we'll send you your groceries in about a week. That's how people feel when they pay for something and they don't get an instant redirect URL, at least saying, check your email, for X, Y, or Z, right? They need that instant gratification. So the easiest thing for you to do as soon as somebody pays is to set up a trigger with your payment processor that delivers at minimum a welcome to the community or welcome to whatever they just purchased. We're so excited to have you reiterate the deliverables from the sales page or the checkout page. They may have completely forgot, and now they have a reference in an email to what they're getting, and they can go back later and kind of, put on their calendar what days they need to block off and whatnot. So your onboarding email is a very, very important email type because we want to keep things exciting as soon as they buy. We don't want them to feel that buyer's remorse. And we also want to retain the customers that do buy from us because a customer is the easiest person to resell into something else or to retain long-term. So I want you to focus on onboarding, having at least a delivery email that goes out immediately after they purchase. Then you can think about a welcome and an intro email that may go out 1 day or 2 days later saying, hey, thank you again for purchasing. Here's a little bit more about myself. Here's a little bit more about my company. Here's an introduction to the course or an introduction to the product that's being shipped. Expect to receive it at your doorstep in 10 days. And also checking in on a regular basis with people who did purchase something from you. And if you have a members portal or some kind of thing that they purchased that required login details, you can pull in their username and say, here's your username, here's the link to log in anytime you need to access these resources, bookmark this to your computer so you don't forget your login information. Just give them more and more and more of what they need to actually take the actions of fulfilling the thing that they bought, because many of us as humans buy things and then just never ever use them. So you're doing them a service by following up with them and continuing to provide them with their login information, all the details that they need to actually complete the thing they bought from you and get the result that you promised, which in turn will get you some great testimonials and case studies. So that's really important. So we did engagement, re-engagement, nurture, we did sales, we did onboarding, and the last one, the fifth one, this is a fifth email type that you need to implement for better sales conversions in 2022, is the downsell. So we might send people through our sales sequence, some will buy. The ones who don't buy are not people that you're like, forget about you, I'm just gonna, never talk to you again. No, they're just not positioned, or they don't know enough information. Maybe you didn't do as well of a job of explaining the product or the service or you or your company, its mission and vision. They simply need a little bit more handholding. So a downsell is a really great thing for you to do. Put them into a challenge, a free challenge, just to nurture them and hold their hand a little bit more and help them believe that the thing that you have is what they need. And then try and sell them again, right? So we can put them into a nurture, and then we can try and sell them again on the same product, the same sales product, or we can try and sell them again on a lesser priced offer that maybe would be better for them and in their price point. And after they go through that lesser price offer and they convert as a buyer, then we could try and sell them again into that higher priced offer. So those are 5 types of emails that you can implement right now for better sales conversions in 2022. Again, my name is Jenna Crowley. I'm an ActiveCampaign certified consultant. We primarily work within ActiveCampaign. We help people migrate from other email marketing softwares into ActiveCampaign. We do ActiveCampaign email marketing setup. We do strategy and ongoing management. We do audits. We do funnel mapping. Everything that we do is in relation to helping you optimize and better utilize the features available to you through your email marketing platform. We speak and provide trainings on a corporate level, as well as in small groups. If you have Facebook groups that simply just need to have a discussion around email marketing best practice, what do certain terms mean for me and my industry, and how that could be helpful.